It is.
So when I think of Alkaline, I think of Dr.Sebi.
Yes.
And though I understand his teachings, he's not here. Mm-hmm. So when I go to his website and I go to his page, I always in my mind insist like this is not really his list, because you know so much things has been manipulated.
Right.
So did you start out looking into some of his teachings?
I did.
Okay.
I watched a lot of his videos. I did. He has a list of like fruits and veggies, grains and flours and oils,
right,
and certain things that should be heated and that shouldn't be heated, like olive oil. Olive oil should not be heated because then when it heats up, it produces like some type of acidic poison, something like that. So even coconut oil should not be heated.
Wow.
So they recommend grapeseed and avocado oil.
Right.
I definitely watched a lot of his videos, and so that also helped me transition.
Okay. So do you feel as if, do you also take your vegan teachings into like medicine itself? So like when you have a headache, is it some herbs that you'll take to cure that headache, or do you in a sense still take aspirin and stuff like that? Or let's talk more about like the herbs. Like what for me having a headache right now, what would you tell me to take, and what should I take for my headache? What would you take for your cramps, like different stuff like that?
So as far as cramps, dandelion tea.
Okay.
Raspberry leaf tea.
Okay.
As far as a cold, oregano oil. So there's this herb called sarsaparilla.
What?
Highest form of iron. So I drink it as a tea daily.
Wow.
And I am no longer anemic. Like, it was to the point where I needed an iron infusion.
Oh.
And I refused. I was like, let me try to get it up by myself before I resort to that.
Right.
And then so I told the doctor to give me 30 days. She gave me 30 days.
Wow.
I did what I had to do. I went back and she was like, I don't know what you did, but I need to know your remedy.
Wow.
Yeah. So I literally drink that tea and dandelion root tea every day.
Where do you get your information from? Like, for the most part, you did tell me Dr.Sebi, but everything else, like you telling me you finding this, you were able to cure your iron because of, I don't even know how to pronounce the damn thing, but where did you find that? Like, where do people go to find information on certain things?
Google. I'll just type in natural way to heal XYZ, and then things will pop up, and then I'll just dig deep and look more into whatever it is.
Wow. Yes, that's dope. Okay, well, for the most part, you told me you don't have children, but have you ever had someone pregnant ask you, can you help me transition? No.
But I did have doctors come to me and ask me, what do I recommend? What a natural remedy to like get rid of like a cold, or because NyQuil just wasn't working, Theraflu just wasn't working.
Wow.
And so I have put a couple doctors onto the oregano oil because that really, really works.
Wow. Do you ever see yourself going more, beyond just you being vegan? Like, for the most part, I know you have a vegan page, which I'm gonna put below, but do you ever see yourself like doing teachings, also, going around the Black community and trying to recruit people? And
I'm thinking more so about holistic nutritionists.
That's dope. That's very important too.
Yes. So I'm leaning more towards that.
Okay. Also, is your makeup, your skincare, I remember you really touching like briefly on you making things. So is everything that you use pertaining to makeup, pertaining to lotion, fragrances, everything is made by you?
Well, so for the soap, I use African black soap.
Okay.
So I get that it comes from Ghana. My friend brings it to me from Ghana.
Wow, yes.
As far as lotion, I'll make my own. I'll use shea butter and I'll I'll mix it with grapeseed oil and avocado oil, and I'll put some clove oil in it. Boom.
Wow.
I don't really wear makeup.
Okay.
The most I'll do is mascara.
Right. Okay.
That's
wow.
it.
Wow.
So
Yes.
I don't really do the foundation thing.
Yeah.
Because I sweat a lot. So
Right. I feel you with that.
yeah,
I feel you.
Foundation on top of sweat equals open pores equals room for pimples and zits to grow. So I just omit that whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think that? And it might be a weird question. Are you religious?
Yes.
Okay, do you think that if you at this highest point of your spirituality or your wokeness for some people, that if you feel like you're like that, and especially I know in Christianity, some people might interpret the Bible as saying like don't eat pork and eat animal products. Do you feel as if, do you look at people that are like Christian or people of whatever your religion is as y'all are not really into this religion, like y'all are not what it is because you're not practicing what y'all preach?
No. Okay. I don't judge.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
Right. That's good. That's good. Cause some people like y'all, you can't be. You went if you were so woke, you would have never been eating pork. And people really associate that with wokeness or spirituality,
Absolutely.
like what you consume, which for the most part I don't think is a bad thing. But I love the fact that you say you don't judge. So how is eating out? I know you have a boyfriend. Is he vegan?
He is.
So how long has he been vegan?
He's gonna also reach his 2-year mark this July.
What? How did you get a nigga to go vegan?
Well, it wasn't easy. I mean, I tried to force it on him in the beginning, but then I just realized it's just something that he had to just be ready to do on his own.
Because do you guys live together?
No.
Okay. Oh, wow. So how do you know that he's really vegan?
Well, he is. I have to take his word for it, right?
He over there eating meat in the corner. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that because I have my one friend, she makes a joke about that all the time. Like, oh, he be at home eating meat, girl.
Imagine if he really at home eating meat. That's dope. Could you comment on men and veganism? Do you know of certain things that will help men when it comes to maybe, their semen or maybe...
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Because, girl, I really think that we can associate the way men eat and women eat with vagina health.
Right.
Plus with their health. So I'm going to touch on vagina health and veganism in a minute, but how did you feel that difference with him? Or do you feel like it has an effect on men when it comes to their semen? And
that goes back to acidic and alkaline. Mm-hmm. I guess more so it just really boils down to water. Right. I just feel like a lot of black people don't drink water.
It's true. They
don't drink water. It's like hard for them to chug down a gallon of water, but they could chug down a gallon of Hennessy. And that is just crazy to me.
It's crazy because I always said, if you're a guy and you're dating a girl and she orders Pepsi with no ice, dump her. Like,
that's crazy.
That ain't nobody you should be dating.
That is insane.
Imagine, I've heard women order Pepsi with no ice.
That's insane.
Pepsi with ice already is insane, but imagine Pepsi with no ice. She don't want that bitch watered down at all. She want all the sugar. So, okay, so you as a female, how would you comment on vagina health and veganism? Have you seen any difference with discharge? Have you seen any difference with even like your sex drive? Because it's crazy how it's never spoken about that what we consume really affects every single thing.
Right. So like, for instance, seafood. Seafood already has a smell, right?
Right.
So you already know when you eat a lot of seafood, I mean, you're gonna smell like it. It comes out your pores. Even like when you drink alcohol, you could smell it in your pores,
that's
right?
definitely true.
Right. So then that goes the same with the foods. Like I said, if you just eat your things in moderation, but just drink a lot more water to like balance it out,
right?
I think you should be fine.
That's good. Else, if you watch what you're eating and you just convert, like, listen, y'all stop giving us STDs and STDs. Sorry, y'all stop giving us BV and all these damn vaginal issues. Okay, so let's talk about working out and veganism. So I always associated, like, if I didn't eat right or eat healthy, I would drop dead in the damn gym. So how do you feel about that? Because that's also a concern with other people. Like, how can I work out and
if I don't eat meat?
Yeah,
right?
if I don't eat meat. Yep, exactly.
The crazy thing is, I have more energy now than I've ever had. There's workouts I could do today that before I became a vegan, I was unable to do.
Wow.
Like, for instance, running. I could run straight 30 minutes.
What?
Without pausing, and before I was unable to do that.
If she ain't sell y'all, she sold y'all now, because that's crazy.
Yes, I definitely have a lot of energy now.
That's crazy, because I find myself after I eat certain meats extremely tired. Yes. And did you find that you went through extreme, or your boyfriend went through extreme withdrawal when y'all first started? Because when I went pescatarian, I also cut my sugar intake, and like some days I was shaking. Like, it was really bad. I had a headache. I had everything.
Oh wow. No, I didn't experience that.
No,
I didn't.
Wow.
I did not experience that. Wow.
Yeah, it was really bad. Did your boyfriend experience withdrawal when he first started?
Not that I can remember of, no.
Okay.
No.
Wow. Yes, because that's something that I went through, and probably some people went through too. Now, how do you go about finding out what's in certain foods? Like, are you the type of person that go into the supermarket and check labels and make sure certain things are okay? So what are the top 3 things you can tell my listeners, to cut out and to look for when neither transitioning or just in general that's really affecting us, especially the Black community?
Preservatives.
Okay.
I mean, you want to try to be as natural as possible.
Right.
I mean, if it could last more than 3 days in your fridge, you probably don't want it, right?
Wow. Okay.
You probably don't want it. At least I don't want it.
Right.
And that goes for fruits too. Like, if you notice, like strawberries, after like the 4th or 5th day, it starts to spoil.
Absolutely.
Right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't have any preservatives in it.
Wow.
That's why. Mm-hmm. I would avoid that. A lot of foods, like on the shelf, so they do have preservative citric acid in it. So that's like a big thing for me. I read a lot of labels. Mm-hmm. I read a lot of labels before I buy things. And
so it's preservatives and which one? Because I had a friend speak to me about high fructose syrup.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's literally
high
like that, right?
Corn. Oh yeah, high fructose corn syrup. You want to cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to cut that out. I think that's in syrup, Aunt Jemima syrup. I think that is in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could even swap that out for maple syrup.
Okay.
Yeah, maple syrup would probably be better than that. Definitely read the labels. Another thing I go by is if there's more than if it has more than 5 ingredients,
no.
It's a dub. Yeah.
Right.
No. And if you can't pronounce the words, it's another no.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So the other day I was looking at a bottle of Dasani water, and it says water and something else.
It's a no.
It's a no, right? So what water do you have you tested that's really good? That's spring water.
Mountain Valley, Crystal Geyser, Fiji. Yeah, Fiji. I don't do purified water.
Okay.
Yeah, purified water it's acidic.
Okay.
And like for me, like my body could really tell the difference when I drink certain water.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is definitely true.
Because I could drink a gallon of purified water and I'm still thirsty while I'm drinking that water. So that water does absolutely nothing for me.
It's crazy because I'll drink some of these juices and still feel thirsty. Like recently I've been feeling that a lot. Like, why the hell do I feel so thirsty? And I just feel like it's the things that's in it. Do you ever go, well, I'm going to start out by saying so for the most part, do you eat out? Like, if you're vegan, can you go out and eat out, or you have to see what restaurants have what?
I mean, you could go out and eat out. For me, when my friends invite me out to eat, oh, let's go let's go to the grill. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. So I'll scan the menu ahead of time, just so when I get there, I know what to order.
Oh, true.
You know,
okay.
I'll do that. I mean, there's things that I can eat there. Mm-hmm. Normally there, they have quinoa.
Okay.
They have okra.
Okay.
Like if it's made with butter, I'll just tell them, can you not put butter in it?
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's like my meal there: quinoa, okra, and jerk sauce. Boom, that's it.
That sounds so good.
But normally I'll scan the menu just so that I don't take too much time trying to figure out what I want to eat while I'm there, when everybody already know what they gonna get, because you know they eat meat or whatever it is.
Right.
So yeah.
So that's so. Let's wrap it up. Are you going to have a cookbook? Because I think the people need to know what the hell this is. Because I'm like, I want to eat this all, but I'm like, I don't want to hear it through the mic. But this is so good, and you literally taste the herbs in it. Like you taste everything. So what's next for you? Are you starting a cookbook? I'm gonna put her Instagram below where she shares her. Do you share recipes on your Instagram?
I will.
So that's the no. But her pictures look so scrumptious. So what are you doing?
In maybe like the next 30 to 60 days, I'll have a recipe book out. I'll share some recipes. So I shared them in my Instagram, my story. Mm-hmm. A couple weeks ago, I made like a mock tuna.
What's that?
So chickpeas was the base, and I made like a mayo out of hemp seed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hemp seed and grapeseed oil and onions, and I mashed up the chickpeas, and it literally looked like tuna. Wow. So I shared every step of that in my sometimes I'll share it in my story, not necessarily write out the recipe, but I'll show
like the process of
doing it. Right.
Okay.
I'll do that.
And do you have like a little following to where people are like looking forward to seeing your meals? Like people are like, okay, what the hell is that? Like, did somebody write you like, give me that whole recipe?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So for the most part, I think that Black people are starting to wake up. Like, I feel like we are starting to see that a lot of these things and a lot of things that we were taught is not what it is. Like, do you see meat and just like want to vomit? Because when I was Presbyterian, I couldn't do it. I used to see meat and used to like, ew.
No, it doesn't. I mean, especially living in New York, like you smell it on every corner. It smells good to me still.
But wow,
it does. Like,
do you ever have
but I won't
urges?
Eat it though. Nah. I'll just. All right, I'm done. I'm good. That's it.
That's it. So that's your tasting mechanism.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, y'all. So Fortune, I'm so happy to have her. I hope this interview was very enlightening. I want y'all to follow her, and you can tell them your Instagram, girl.
So my vegan Instagram is called A Whole Lot of Vegan Stuff.
Whole lot of vegan stuff.
That's AWHOLESTUFF. And yeah, follow me.
Yes, make sure y'all follow her, and make sure y'all follow me and subscribe.